Welcome to a new edition of Showtime with Coop. Insightful BS with my Laker teammates and NBA legends, and we got a legend in the house today. You know, I'm not going to even put him out there blast on his real name. I'm going to just call him Mario Chalmers because I did my work, background work on you, and I saw your name. I couldn't say it anyway, but welcome, Mario. Mario drafted out of Kansas in 2008, won a championship in high school, won a championship too at the pros, and now he a BIG3 champion along with myself. We're going to get into that a little bit later, but he left his junior year, drafted by Miami, drafted by Minnesota, traded to Miami, and went on to win 2 championships. And Mario, my first question for you, because we got something, well, a lot of things in common. What was it like playing for Pat Riley?
Our experience was definitely different because you actually played for Pat Riley. I played for Spo, who Pat Riley still ran the show my first couple of years. So playing for Pat was definitely experience. Somebody that wants you to bring your hard hat every day, someone that wants you to put everything about basketball. He don't want you to put anything about basketball. So that's just one thing that always instilled in us, and always being prepared to help your brother out. That's one thing he always preached to us. So that's one of the fun things about playing with Pat.
Have you ever heard that thing that he calls attention to detail? Did Spo preach that to y'all?
Yeah, he preached that to us. And I'm not gonna lie, that's something that Coach Self preached to us too at KU. So I've been hearing that for a long time, and that's something that I always try to do is pay attention to the little details because that's what take you further.
My last question, Rio, and I want to talk about, and then Nick is going to get in. Rio, talk to us about winning a champion in high school, the difference in that, winning in college, the difference in that, and then going to the pros and winning.
First thing I'd say, the champagne tastes a little better on each level. High school, you don't get no champagne. College, you don't get no champagne. NBA, you get the champagne. So that's the biggest difference. But, high school is just, it's a good championship to win where you're at, where you grow up. To be known as a local legend, people always respect you and always want to do something with champions. And then, so being there was high school to be a friendly face in the community, to known as a winner. Same thing with college, friendly face in the community, known as a big shot player, big player. And now the stigma of Mario Chalmers being a winner is starting to come. So the next thing to do is get an NBA championship, and being out there in the highest level, having some big games, playing with those guys, and LeBron, D-Wade, UD, Ray Allen, Shane Battier. I had some great teammates, some great vets, and they really brought me along and taught me different things. And, just winning at the highest level is always a dream come true.
Mario, Coop played Showtime with the Lakers, obviously. You played Heat culture. I got to ask, if your Heat team, the championship teams you played on, face the Showtime Lakers,
man, Nick, don't start that, because that is an unfair question to Rio. We would whoop their ass all day long.
Coop don't believe that. Coop would have had a long series. I don't know if Coop would have been the 5-time defender that he is guarding Bron for a series. So I don't know. We would have to see. I think we would have a little trouble with Kareem. I give him that one. Magic, I'll take that Magic. You got to post me up. He posts me up, then it takes away from Byron Scott, takes away from Cooper shooting in the corner. Yeah, so I think we get them.
Who's going to handle Worthy?
D-Wade, Bron, UD. Worthy's a trash guy. He's not trash, but he's a utility guy where he does all the little things.
Worthy?
Huh?
D-Wade on Worthy? Come on, man. I like D-Wade, but he couldn't handle big game.
All Big Game did was run the floor and use his energy. He wasn't giving Big Game the ball to ISO.
Right. Post up, giving him
ISO work. Listen, their whole team would have been in foul trouble guarding Bron. That's all I'm gonna say. The whole team, from Byron Scott, Cooper, Michael Thomas, they'd have been in foul trouble. Bob McAdoo, y'all can bring him too.
I was going with McAdoo next. Who'd guard McAdoo?
They all gonna be in trouble. McAdoo knows. Me and Mac done had these conversations before, so McAdoo knows.
Here's the thing, though. Like with LeBron, with the fouls that are called today versus back then, LeBron may get kicked out of the game from all the complaining.
If we playing their rules back in the day, I think that we might struggle a little bit with the physicality. If we playing in our game, we're gonna wear them out. We're gonna outshoot them, outrun them. That
No, no,
they
no, no.
Outrun
They're
them.
gonna go outrun us. That's the one thing we did well. But anyway, you know what? I probably would have locked you up.
you wouldn't have guarded me. You would have had to guard Bron or D Wade. You wouldn't have seen me. You'd have had Byron Scott on me or somebody like that. Yeah, because I'd have been in the corner. So you know where I'd have been.
Hey, what made Ray Allen so special?
Oh,
I mean, you
love
know,
Ray.
what made Ray Allen so special playing with him?
Um, just for me, for a guy that comes in with that stigmatism, with all those accolades already, how selfless he was. He just wanted to win. He came in and fit right in. He didn't change himself, his routine, or anything. He just fit right in and was able to do what he wanted to do to help us win. So, one thing I
Was
say
he
about Ray, he's an
difficult?
ultimate professional.
Was he difficult at times, Mario? I mean, I've heard that. I covered the Celtics for years when he was here. Sometimes once
Um,
he left, they said he was difficult.
no, I never had no difficulty with him. I don't think he really said too much over here. I mean, at the same time, he came from the big three, the Celtics, to I guess the big four, big five at the Heat. So he didn't really say too much. He was just doing his job and trying to win.
Real,
Mario,
is
I
he
got
as good
another
a
one here.
shooter as Steph Curry?
Is Ray?
Yeah.
Um,
I'm not saying better, as good a
yeah,
shooter.
he's definitely as good as a shooter as Steph. I would say that. The biggest difference between them is Ray off that floppy action. He don't miss that shot really. You don't
Yeah.
really see Steph really run the floppy action because they don't really run that play no more in the NBA. But Steph is still the greatest shooter. But Ray's right there. I definitely put Ray right there.
And for our listeners, that floppy action is when a player goes under the basket and he comes off either side
Other
with a
side.
pick from 5 or 4 and coming off to that wing to shoot. You're right. He's one of the best at that, man.
Yeah, he didn't miss that one.
He ran the baselines nonstop. That guy never stopped moving either, Ray. He was
Yeah,
always moving.
always moving.
What was LeBron like? Was he difficult as a teammate? Didn't you call him a
Nah, bro.
bitch? Didn't you call LeBron a bitch?
I mean, that was the heat of the battle.
I love this story, though. I love this story. Tell the
That's
story.
something
Come on.
that had to happen for us to win that game. Coop knows. Coop knows I'm always a fire starter. So for my job is to get the guys going any way I can. Never nothing malicious, never nothing disrespectful. So when it came to that possession, it was just like, bro, it's time to win. Like, come on, stop acting like that. Let's go out here and play. Stop pointing the fingers at everybody. And let's go out there and win. Because I know
Did he point?
if it was me in that situation and I'm the star player, like I would want that matchup. So I know he wanted that matchup. He just needed a little fire, and that's all that was.
At that point in his career, was he still pointing fingers? I mean, when things went wrong.
It wasn't necessarily about pointing fingers. It was what we needed to do to win the game. I think it was just one of those moments where like we need a spark plug. We need something to happen, and I think that's what happened to help us win that game.
Coop.
You're listening to Showtime with Coop. And we have Mario Chalmers on here. Rio, you have to excuse Nick because he is a big-time Boston Celtics fan, but he's a LeBron hater. And you know what? He kind of hates me on that aspect. But you know what? LeBron is probably one of the greatest players that's ever played this game.
Agreed.
And he's one of the greatest players that's ever played against the Boston Celtics. So he always trying to down LeBron, but LeBron's a good player and kicked his ass enough, the Celtics' ass enough.
Coop, it has nothing to do with the Celtics. It's what he did to Lakers that bothers me. Seriously, I mean, I covered LeBron when he went crazy and look at Mario's face. I mean, how many championships have they won in eight or 9 years? Right, one in the bubble. They've not been the most competitive team. They haven't been the Lakers in a long fucking time, Coop. Let's face it. We go through this all the time, Mario.
LeBron's one championship is more than 70% of guys that's played in the league. So it's about winning chips with the Lakers. But again, you got to add on them other ones in Miami and in Cleveland. That's more than 90% of any Boston Celtic player.
But my contention with LeBron came when he went to Los Angeles and destroyed that franchise. I mean, that's a legacy franchise. They've never gone so many seasons without a title, and yet they want to put statues.
Yes, they have.
No, they
I'm
haven't.
talking about yes, they have. When they had Xavier
All in the
Henry,
90s, we did.
Brooke Lopez.
Dude, you had 5 years in the 90s. Think about it. Magic went out in 92, 91. And you had 5-6 years in the 90s before Kobe and Shaq came in. He's on his 8th year with no title, LeBron. And how many times didn't he make the playoffs?
It was like 10 years. When they had
Maybe
Nick
you're
Van
right,
Exel,
Mario, but still,
Fidel 3.
Nick Van Exel and them did not have LeBron James on their team.
They didn't have a good team. I'm just
They
saying
had
the Lakers organization wasn't all that until Kobe. After Showtime Lakers, when Kobe and them came back, that's what fixed it. And then after that, it wasn't no
So
Lakers
what's the difference now between now having a LeBron James and an Anthony Davis or now a Doncic versus comparing them to the Lakers in the 90s who had like Campbell on their team? Like there was nobody there.
Because y'all expecting LeBron James at 39, 40 years old to carry a team and put them all on his back and go win a championship. And I just don't think he has that. He's not at that stage of his career anymore.
Wait.
I just got to reply to that because I agree. People want LeBron at 40 to win a title, but I think more importantly, Lakers fans want the Lakers to compete and not rely on a 40-year-old who's going to take up all the salary cap, who's going to.
You got to talk to Cooper and the management about that. That's Coop. That's Cooper.
Well, first of all, fuck both of y'all because this is not a slam the Lakers podcast. I believe the Lakers can win a championship every year. This is about Nick and about you and the Celtics. This is about Mario Chalmers coming on here and talking about his experience and winning a championship. And thank you, Mario, for coming on. We appreciate that. So we're gonna move on because Nick gets lost in this thing, this LeBron hating thing. Anything you regret, Mario, leaving or playing with Miami team? Anything you regret?
No, I don't have no regrets. The one thing I do say, I wish I could have showed a little bit more of my game, but that comes with winning. Sometimes when you gotta do what you gotta do to win, sacrifice different things, and I'm cool with it at the end of the day, as long as we winning.
What's your thoughts on the NBA today, Rio? And be honest, because you got that smile on your face. So don't be politically correct. Be honest.
I think it's less skillful than what it used to be. I don't think they look for as much skill. I think it's more potential of what can you do for me now. And once you can't do anything for me right now, we get rid of you. And there's no vet leadership to teach these young guys how to survive and stay in the league. And it's just a lot of freedom. Different freedom with like people making their own brand. I'm sure back in your day, there wasn't a lot of people being able to make their own brand. Even when I played, it wasn't really preach to make your own brand and preach about yourself. It was always do this with the team, do it this. So I just think the NBA is opening more up to allow these players to be more individuals and allow them to be themselves. And with everything that's happened, I think that takes away from the skill set. They don't look for the skills that was needed back in the day to actually make it the NBA. I heard a player say the other day that's actually easier to make the NBA now just because of everything that's going on and all the opportunities you have. And I kind of agree with that. I just feel like it was a lot harder back in the day.
Who's your top 5 NBA players today? Your top 5. LeBron.
LeBron. What, you're trying to get me to fucking talk here, Coop. I mean, what the hell?
Top 5 today, I'll go Steph Curry. I'll go I'll put Bron in there.
Oh, Mario.
I got Giannis in there.
You got to put LeBron in there.
Yeah. Jason Tatum Giannis. And then
who else?
Jason Tatum. Actually,
no, don't take Tatum out.
No, I was gonna take Bron out and put Joker and SGA.
Thank you.
I will.
That was my comeback. Who are you bouncing for, LeBron, Joker?
Yeah,
I mean,
Joker and SGA. Bron's right there at 6, though.
Okay. You think the Joker is better than LeBron?
Yes.
Right now, yeah. Now, can he do more than Bron? No, but right now he's better. He's younger.
Mario, he really dislikes the Joker's game. He's always going at Joker. I don't understand why either.
I don't understand why either, Coop, because you would love to have Joker on your team. You have so many corner threes.
No, but I mean, I have a hard time putting him in my top 5.
Today's NBA, there's
I think
nobody
he's in
touching
my
him.
top 10.
I agree.
Not at the 5 position. Embiid not healthy.
See, and I don't know.
But
I just
Coop, you also play. You also play with a real big.
I mean, he's a triple double.
You also play with a real big, so you're also kind of biased. I didn't play with a real big. I played with a stretch 5.
That's true.
CB was a stretch 5.
That's very true.
Yeah,
very true.
Who? I hate to bounce around with you, but I'm going to have to do this because I love. When I finished my career, I went and played overseas. You went and played overseas. Tell us about that.
I had a lot of fun overseas. It's definitely different than the NBA with the travel and the hotel stays and the 2 practices a day and all that, but it's still a lot of fun. I played in Italy for a year and I played in Greece for 3 years, so I had a lot of fun out there. Made some good money. Made some good
team in Greece? What team in Greece?
I played for Ike and I played for what's the other one? Aris. Ike and Aris.
Who in Italy? What team?
Virtus Bologna.
Bologna.
Yeah,
Michael Ray Richardson. They had Michael Ray Richardson up there.
Yeah, he came out there. We took a picture and stuff out there. So that was the first time I met him. Yeah,
that's one crazy boy there. That boy's crazy.
Yeah, he said he was cold though. I seen some film on him.
He was cold.
Yeah,
I think he was way better than you, Coop.
I put his ass down when I was over there.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe
it. I gotta see the film, Coop.
Hey,
I gotta see the film.
You not gonna take my word, Rio? You gotta
see the film. Nah, Michael Ray was different. Michael Ray was a little bit different.
Who was your top 5 teammates? Not top 5 best players during your time with the Heat that you played with? In no order. I mean, obviously LeBron, Wade, Bosh, but after that,
Ray Allen, and then Jermaine O'Neal, probably.
Jermaine O'Neal.
I like Jermaine. Jermaine is a good brother, man. Really nice brother, man.
Yeah. J.O. cool. J.O.
Good musician,
probably the first vet to really take me under his wing and kind of show me the league and how it's supposed to be and how to be professional and stuff like that. So, I got a lot of respect for J.O.
Good musician too, right?
I don't know. I don't know about the musician part.
Yeah, he's a musician. I think he had an album even. He did, yeah. Jermaine O'Neal. That's what we're talking about.
Who's your GOAT, Rio? Of all time, all players that ever played this game, who's your GOAT?
You know who my GOAT is. My GOAT is Michael Cooper.
Hey, enough said. We got Mario Chalmers on Showtime with Coop. Rio, thank you for your time, Dan. We got a couple more questions for you, then I'm going to let you get on your day. The Big Three. Let's get into that. Your championship here, the Big Three. What's your thoughts on the Big Three? Let me tell you mine first. First of all, I kept wondering when I first heard this league come into existence, how is Cube and Jeff going to make this an entertaining and interesting league? Man, they had blown that out the water, man. They treat it like a rap concert. A lot of festivities going on. The games are big. We went from 12 teams back down to 8 teams this past year. We used to be Three's company. Now we're Miami 305. What's your thoughts on the Big Three?
I like the Big Three. I definitely think it's a good league, something to do in the summer, have a lot of fun. I definitely think we could tweak some things to make it a little bit better, but that's not my call. That's Cube's call. But I enjoy it. I have a lot of fun. Of course, we the defending champs, so you know what I'm saying, Coop. We can't say too much, you know what I'm saying? So we just gotta come back and be ready to do it next year. That's all we gotta do.
Preach, Rio. I got my hat on too, baby. I know you do. You know what? We were knocking on the door my first year there. Then you came along. I've been with Michael Beasley. We got Reggie Evans. You're the captain of the team, so you're very responsible of picking a lot of the players. And I think that's one thing that I love about that, because it gives everybody an opportunity to really kind of conform their team. Once we got out of the deal of playing our friends and drafting our friends and got into so, and you know what I'm talking about. And we got the players. I think we bridged a very good team this year. And this year we won. We beat the Chicago Triplets, Montrez down. This was a great season, man.
Yeah, I think it was one of the best seasons they had. It was a lot of fun, a lot of entertainment. With Lance and Mike, they brought a lot of Showtime to the Big Three, so that was good for the league, good for the energy of everything. So we just got to build on this momentum, keep going, and be ready to defend our championship next year.
Where do you see this league going? I think it's going to get better, man.
I think it's going to get better.
Some names that you think would come in? I think this league would be well. I think he's a little past his stage now, but Carmelo Anthony, I think once he got out of no, you don't see him?
No.
Really?
Nobody's going to want to guard Carmelo, first of all.
Yeah.
That's his game. That's his game, whole jab stuff. But I just think he got too much going on to actually want to come back and play. With his son being at Syracuse, you got his wine, he got a lot of stuff going on. So I don't think time allows him to play. But some other names I would definitely want to see would be like a Lou Will, Brandon Jennings.
What about Paul Pierce?
No, I want more guards my size, so I don't have to sit on the bench, Coop, and be guarding 6'7", 6'8" people. So let's bring some more 6'2", 6'3" guards in here. How
about Rondo?
Give me some more. I'll take Rondo. Give me some more.
Rondo be great.
Coop know what I'm talking about too. Coop be looking at me like, Rio, you want to guard him? Like, Coop, come on, man. Where everybody my size at? So I want some more guards to come join the league.
Hey, Nick, that's because he gets to stay in the game because them big guys come in. I got to make a
you got to take me out. I'll be mad, but I understand it. Like, I don't feel like dealing with nobody either. I don't feel like guarding nobody 6'8". So, Coop, when you need me to hit a shot, just put me in. We got to understand in that.
That's what I did. That's what I did.
We got to understand that we good. I'm the closer.
Nick, we were playing our first game, and I took Rio out, and I got him back in, and he hit the shot, game-winning shot against LA Riot. He was yelling at me, Coop, I'm your closer. So all year long, I heard that in the back of my head. And just when we get ready to win it, and I made a decision, along with my assistant coach, Mark, said, Coop, you got to get Rio in. We put him in, and you know what? Mike was reluctant to pass to him because he was open about 5 seconds before, but he ended up making the pass, and the closer did it again.
The closer always going to be ready. I got your back, Coop.
Clutch, baby, clutch.
Rio, thank you, man. We appreciate you being here, brother, coming on. I may not be sometimes your favorite person because he always talk about me when I take him out of the game. Coop, and I have to hear him. The good thing about the NBA is you got so many players. Usually them guys sit way down the other end, and you never hear them. Well, he sits right next to me, so I got to hear him.
Coop, you going to hear me, Coop. Because Coop my guy. So at the end of the day, I got all the love and respect for Coop. But Coop is a competitor like I'm a competitor. So like when the going gets tough, I'm sure if Coop was 20 years longer, he gonna be like, hey, put me in. Like, put me in the game. So it's just a respectful battle of wanting to win. So it's never no disrespect, Coop. It's all love. You know, I got all the respect for you. And I'm glad you're my coach. I wouldn't want nobody else to be my Big 3 coach.
Hey, because he could talk to me and yell at me all the time.
I can talk to Coop any type of way.
Oh, last thing before we go, Rio, our practices are some of the most interesting.
We need a YouTube channel just for our practice.
All we do is argue at practice. But we get
talk. Done. We get it done.
Rio, anything else you want to tell the people what you got going on?
No, I'm good right now. Trying to put some stuff in the works, trying to start my own podcast here soon. So we'll see what's going on. Definitely have you come up there, Coop, and talk some Showtime Lakers stuff. So
for sure.
Be on the lookout for it. It's coming soon.
Okay. Rio, thanks so much, man. That's it, Nick. It's a wrap. We got it all in.
Get out of here.
Okay. Take care.
Thanks, guys. Peace.